a pitch deck in just minutes, a beautiful on-brand professional slide deck that you can create in just seconds. That's what we're diving into on the Gen X Network. Let's go. Hey, if you're new here, I'm Violet Rainwater, and I'm the creator of the Gen X Network, where we come together every week to innovate, elevate, thrive, and rock on. So today we're going to be taking a look at two different AI technologies. We're going to be looking at ChatGPT to create an outline. And then I'm going to introduce you to my favorite way to make PowerPoint presentations or any kind of slide decks, and that's using Gamma, which is another AI tool, and it's going to blow your mind. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go into ChatGPT. I'm going to upload an old PowerPoint that I have from a past presentation that is really like 70% of the new presentation that I'm doing. I just need to add on to it. Now, whether you have an old PowerPoint or an outline, or you just want to speak it into ChatGPT, you can do all of that. This is my custom GPT that is trained on my brand voice. This is the Rainmaker Copywriter. Anytime I have anything to create that is within the scope of sales, this is the custom GPT that I use. So I'm simply going to go into this custom GPT and I'm going to upload the PowerPoint, or rather I put it into a PDF, the PowerPoint, just so it makes it easier to upload it in here. And I'm going to literally just brain dump into ChatGPT. I'm going to use my voice feature that anybody can add on through the Google Chrome store. And I'm going to speak into it what I need. So watch this. Hello, today we are going to be creating an outline for a new presentation that I have coming up. This presentation is going to be geared towards small and middle-sized business owners that are looking for new ways for marketing, branding, prospecting, and sales. We're going to take the PDF that I put in here and expand on it. So all of the slides that are in this PowerPoint are going to need their own slide as well, but let's add a few things. First of all, let's add kind of like an agenda slide. So a slide that goes over what we're going to be covering for the day. And in this workshop, we're going to take a look at how they can start using AI in every stage of their sales process. I have broken out every stage into what I call the wheel of sales. We have the research, we have the prospecting, which now includes lead gen using AI. It's mind-blowing. We have nurturing, conversion and retention as well. So we're going to take a look at how can they actually apply AI in every stage of their sales process. For every section, so for research, I want to have a slide. So for research, for example, we're going to be taking a look at Storm, which is a Stanford database, Perplexity, which is amazing for deep research, as well as ChatGPT to really hone in on the target market and the ideal client persona. So the way that the workshop is going to go is I'm going to introduce them to a concept. Then we're going to take a look at the various AI tools that we're going to use for it. And then we're going to take one of the business owners and actually use them as an example. So not only is everyone going to be able to learn how to actually use AI in their sales process, but every business owner will walk away with something of value as an asset, whether it's a slide deck or a strategy or a content strategy or a content calendar or an email, omni-channel email campaign. So everyone walks away with assets that they can implement immediately. So make sure as you're creating the outline, you are leaving room for all that. And then at the end of it, have a summary page with next steps. Next steps being like, okay, you actually need to go and apply this. It's not enough to just learn about it. You actually have to apply it. And so just give them some next steps, like pick one thing and, create a block of time that you're going to go over this with yourself or with your team. And if you want any support, I'm happy to support you and your company. So take everything I said and create a very detailed outline for me. And one last thing, I want the beginning to be like, oh my God, you guys, we've had an AI sales revolution. Like we have just been part of a sales revolution unlike any other time in history. Because although sales is the oldest profession, it's relatively stayed the same until now. Now everything has changed. So I need that excitement. I need them to really see and get excited and like have new eyes about what is possible when it comes to sales and making it rain in their business. Okay, now while it does that, so I'm going to just take this off. What I want you to notice, Gen Xer, is I didn't use a prompt. I just brain dumped. This is a large language model. That's why us Gen Xers do so well with AI, because we know how to communicate. We know how to speak what's on our mind. It's like that stream of consciousness that just comes in. You saw it wasn't eloquent. It wasn't in order. It was all over the place, but that's okay. There we go. Here's all the slides. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. Now into the phases, each with 3 slides per phase. Okay. Why research is the foundation, the tools we're going to use, and then game plan. Show how to gather deep market research with these AI tools. So it's a live demo, then prospecting, nurturing, converting, and retaining. And then we even have a bonus and a summary. Okay, it's all there. And now we're going to go into another AI tool. So this is called stacking. It's when you use multiple AI tools to create the end product. Here we go. And so once we're in Gamma, this is my dashboard. And so what you see here are old PowerPoints that I have put together for myself or my clients. But the options that we have here is we can create a new one with AI, we can start from scratch, or we can import an old one. For this example, I'm going to create a new one for AI. Now we have 3 more options. Okay, do we want to paste in any kind of copy, which is what I'm going to do? We can generate it with a 1-line prompt, which I never use because I don't see how I can give enough details in 1-line prompt. Or we can import a file or URL. Let's say you have a landing page that is in perfect order and you want to create a slide deck from that, a pitch deck. You could do that here as well. So I'm simply going to pick the paste in option and right click and paste everything that ChatGPT just came up with for me. This looks good. I'm going to erase the very bottom where ChatGPT asks me if I want more things. So on the bottom, you'll see we have options. Do you want a presentation, a web page, a document, or something for your social media? I am going to use a presentation, and then I'm going to use traditional for the size. So we have 3 options: tall, traditional, or default. I'm going to use traditional and continue. Here is where it gets fun. So right here, all right, now I have the plan that lets me have up to 20 cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it continue as is. And I'm going to pick a theme. Guys, this is awesome. This is where Gamma just next level. So you can upload your own theme. You can create your own theme. I like it pretty light and clean, just so it's easy for the eye. But you can always do a preview and see, do I want these to be the colors? Do I want this to be the colors? So I usually pick something pretty clean with a little bit of purple, violet rainwater, right? And simply we're going to click on generate. What I want you to notice is just how fast this works for you. Now, is it going to come out 100% finished? Like, am I just going to take it and go present? No, but 80% of it is going to be done. That's why I love AI, Gen Xer, because it does all the heavy lifting for us. Gone are the days where we had to start from scratch on a PowerPoint and spend hours and hours and then hire a designer, which I just had to do a few years ago. I don't have to do that anymore. Those days are behind me.
How beautiful and how quick. This literally took under a minute for all of the slides to come. But you can see here, here's my title slide. I went in here and changed the image so it represents me. And basically, I'm just going to go through here and just change what I need to change because it's so easy to change anything. Pictures, you want to change a picture, simply click. You can remove this one. You can add your own. You can search for images. Look at how easy it is to change the images out. Went into search, put in AI business. Let's go ahead and use this one. Yes. Perfect. I love it. And then you can see right away it's switched out. So literally, this is 80% done. I love these icons. I mean, this is what I would have had to pay a designer to do, right? So I'm going to change out that picture. Like I said, 80% done. There's my wheel of sales. The research phase, these are the 3 AI tools that I teach. I might go in here and change out some of this because it looks a little plain to me. But anyway, as you can see, friends, 80% of the work is done. So now I can go in here and just tweak it as needed, make it more geared toward my message and the order that I want to go in. But literally 80% of my time has been saved. That is the power of AI. And not just AI, ChatGPT, like a lot of people know, but actually stacking AI and using different AI tools together to save yourself tremendous time and money and drive efficiency and ease and help you make it rain in your business. That is the power of AI.
Just an example of what is possible today with AI when it comes to creating amazing, beautiful pitch decks and presentations. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want more hands-on help on how you can apply AI in every step of your sales process, I do have a workshop coming up the 4th week, Thursday of May, that you can sign up for right below. I have one every month, so you can just use this link to sign up. The beauty here is you're going to learn how you can apply AI in every step of your sales process, and you're going to walk away with some assets, maybe a slide deck, maybe a content strategy, maybe a few newsletters so you can get started with your newsletters on LinkedIn. So that's all I have for you today. If you found that valuable, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you're sharing it with your Gen X friends who are still selling like it's 2007, if not 1997. Sales has completely changed. We don't have to work so hard. We can finally have work-life balance. Whether you're in sales or an entrepreneur or you own a small business, this is something that you must educate and equip yourself and your team with. So thank you so much for today. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss another video from the Gen X Network. I'll see you next week.